Okay, well, Ontario's Premier Doug Ford was on an American network, CNBC, earlier this hour, pushing back on the tariffs threat. That breaking news this morning that the threat against aluminum and steel will be doubled. So for more, I want to bring in the CBC's Megan Fitzpatrick. Megan, let's talk about what we heard from the Ontario Premier as he appeared on U.S. networks.
Yeah, a couple different networks, Arthi. He's been on MSNBC, CNBC, and CNN this morning, and giving his reaction to what we're hearing from President Donald Trump, who is reacting to the plan unveiled by Premier Ford yesterday. And that plan is to impose a 25%, what amounts to a 25% surcharge on electricity that Ontario sells to Michigan, New York, and Minnesota. Ford held a news conference about this yesterday. This amendment to how that power is sold went into effect immediately. And Doug Ford saying that he's willing to increase that surcharge even higher, depending on what happens with this tariff war between Canada and the U.S., and possibly escalate even further to cutting off electricity totally to those three states that Ontario provides it to. Now, this morning on these U.S. networks, given what Trump is saying this morning, Ford was asked for his reaction, Earthy, and he's saying he does not intend to back off this retaliatory move that Ontario has taken, that they will stand firm and they will keep taking these kinds of responses until the tariffs are totally off the table from President Trump. Ford calling this an unprovoked attack on our country. And trying to make the case really to Americans on these American networks, pointing out that the markets are volatile, telling them that prices are going to go up. All the negative effects of this tariff war is the message that Ford is trying to push. He was asked, are you really willing to cut the power off? Here's his response.
I want to send more electricity down to the U.S., to our closest allies, or our best neighbors in the world. I want to send more electricity. Is it a tool in our toolkit? 100%. And as he continues to hurt Canadian families, Ontario families, I won't hesitate to do that. That's the last thing I want to do. I apologize to the American people. There's one person to be blamed, and that's President Trump. There's one person to be blamed if we go into a recession. It will be called the Trump recession, no one else.
And he's saying in these interviews that he just doesn't understand why Trump is attacking the U.S.'s closest ally.